So here's the part nobody likes. Home sales slowed in November and prices quickly followed. But while the market feels quiet, this is exactly when strategic buyers and serious sellers can make a move. So if you're here for the full breakdown, stick around. And if you want to jump straight to my 2 cents, skip ahead. The amount of homes sold in November fell nearly 15% year over year in Waterloo Region, and we're still way below the 10-year average for this time of the year. That doesn't mean the market is dead. It simply means there are significantly fewer buyers, and those who are in the market are more cautious, overwhelmed with options, and reluctant to pull the trigger. If you're serious about selling, you must have a fully optimized strategy with dialed in realistic pricing expectations and the right person in your corner, or you'll end up sitting on the market for months or more. Here's a temperature check of what's really happening that you can't actually see by looking on realtor.ca or various real estate websites. Last month, we only had a total of 465 homes sell in Waterloo Region. There were 597 homes that did not sell. That means they expired or the listing got canceled and it came off the market. So more than 55% of homes last month did not sell. In November, 465 homes sold across Waterloo Region. That's down almost 15% compared to last year and nearly 25% below the 10-year average for November. Here's the breakdown. 274 detached homes sold. That's down 18% compared to last year. We are in ice age territory. There were 41 semis sold, down almost 7%. 91 townhomes sold, down almost 21%. 59 condos sold, which actually saw an uptick, maybe because condo prices have come down and more buyers are being enticed to buy something, but we're up 11.3% compared to last year. The average sale price across all property types slipped again, down to just under $714,000. That's 5.5% lower than last year and 2.7% lower than October. Now let's break things down by property type. Detached homes hovered around $827,000 on average, down almost 4.5% year over year and down almost 2% compared to October. Semis were hovering around $635,000, down 1.4% year over year and actually up almost 11%, which probably means with such a small sample that there were probably more expensive semis selling last month. Condos hovered around $422,000, down almost 6.5% year over year. Condos are taking a beating. Townhomes were selling around $595,000, down 3% year over year and up 0.5% month over month, which is negligible. Even though prices are softening, the right homes, marketed correctly, presented correctly, in the right neighborhood, are still selling. People gotta live, people gotta move up, people gotta move down. Life goes on, so make sure your home's prepared in this market. Inventory and days on market. 764 new listings hit the market in November. That's down almost 15% year over year, but still on par with the 10-year average. Active listings hit 1,757, the highest for November in over a decade, believe it or not. That brings the total inventory up almost 26% compared to last year, with a 3.4 month supply overall. Condos are hovering at around 6.4 months of inventory. Townhomes are hovering at 4.1 months of inventory, and detached homes are just under 3 months of inventory. The average home took 39 days to sell in November. This is up 12 days from the same time last year and 8 days longer than October. This is unprecedented, folks. Things are slowing and softening faster than we anticipated. I expect things will wind down into December as usual, but this is way more significant than we've experienced even last year, and last year was quite slow. Okay, there's 2 camps of sellers in this market. You're either a serious seller where you're committed to sell, or you're an unserious seller, or a dreamer seller, or an if I get my price, I'll sell seller. Or unfortunately, you might be in a position where you bought in 2020, 2021, 2022, 23, and now you're trying to sell, and unfortunately, you're in a negative equity position where you have to sell at a loss in order to sell. So you got to pick your lane. Sometimes you just got to cut it off and deal with reality, or just not sell and ride it out. So if you're a serious seller committed to selling, there's only one way to approach this market. Buyers have too many options. There's too many dreamer listings. Sorry, other sellers watching this video. Many of you are out to lunch with your prices. I'm seeing listings $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 overpriced because you're either stuck on your number and you have a weak agent that's willing to waste their time for months and months, marketing your home, wasting their time, wasting your time, and leaving you disappointed and frustrated in the process. So in this market, there's no room for fluff. There's no room for fat. You need to be priced correctly, period. None of the other things matter. If your home shows well, smells well, has great videos and marketing, that doesn't matter if it's not priced correctly. Now, those things in terms of preparation and presentation are vital in this market. This is a non-negotiable. I do not list homes that are not prepared. So you gotta have your home looking good, decluttered, staged. If it needs painting, that's another thing you can improve, or other minor improvements. The goal here is not to create extra work. The goal is to put in the right activities and the right investments to get the highest ROI, speed up your sale, leave you happy in this market before it dips down even more. Optimize your net in your pocket. So there's no room for fluff here, folks. A lot of folks, like if you look at your neighborhood, you look at realtor.ca or House Sigma or whatever app you're on, you're gonna see dreamer prices, bad presentations, cell phone pictures, 2-sentence descriptions, just a very weak approach. So I don't know if that's the agent's fault or the seller's fault, or I don't know, but in my opinion, you gotta stick out from the crowd. You need to optimize everything. And more importantly, after all these things are set in place, you got the right price, you got the right approach, you got the right presentation, you need to have the right negotiator in your corner that knows how to navigate this market, that can be collaborative, but still be assertive enough to get you exactly what you want in this market. The reality is, myself, some top producers in my office, we're having some tough and difficult conversations with clients. The market isn't what it was 3 months ago or 6 months ago. We can forget about 2022. So having those difficult conversations, giving people the right advice when it's important, when it's needed, it's now. Waiting on this conversation is only gonna drag out the process and drag out the pain. So you need to get in front of it, get the right pricing strategy, whether it's pricing at market value, close to what a home should sell. On average, it should sell in 39 days. There's other approaches where you can intentionally underprice your home by 10 or 20%, delay reviewing any offers for about a week or so, and the hopes are to pull in many interested parties, get lots of attention, get lots of showings, get multiple offers, and have the right person in your corner to negotiate the best price, closing, and terms for you. Buyers, you're in the hot seat right now because you have all of the control in many cases. Again, the hot properties, the hot neighborhoods, you're still gonna be in a competitive position, even in this market, even in December, even in January. If you're in a condo segment, or if you're in an average home that's been on the market for a bit, you've got leverage. You've got too many options. It's almost a little bit paralyzing, I know. So the key here is look at the right properties, buy the location, buy the best option for you. Don't settle, because you've got the right leverage right now where you can actually get what you want. And the sellers don't have all the cards right now. That's the reality of the market. So if you're a buyer, obviously, price, terms, closing, these are the main 3 things. What's your pre-approval like? Do you have a pre-approval? We don't go out with buyers without pre-approvals. That's just rule number 1. You wouldn't go to the mall to go shopping without knowing how much is in your bank account. So we don't start the process without that. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is dialing in the location, the property type, etc., the must-haves, the want-to-haves, this would be amazing if we could get it for this price. But still, this market is not great for sellers, and there's lots of value for buyers, but you're not gonna get an $800,000 home for $650,000. We're not there, it's not happening. So buyers, get the right person to give you the right advice, to give you the analysis of the market, to tell you which way the wind's blowing, to set you up and protect you so that you get the best deal. And that's about it. That's as easy as the market is. For both of you folks, if you're buying or if you're a serious seller in this market, things are gonna slow down. It's holiday season now, it's gonna be a bit softer. If you have to get on the market, get on sooner than later. If you're gonna be getting on around the holidays, Christmas time, New Year's, I would probably hold off till we roll into January. Things will start slowly thawing out from the holiday lull. And you gotta keep moving. I personally don't think things are gonna be hotter in the spring. I think we're in a market now where people are holding their breath for another interest rate reduction. By the time you see this video, it might be a few days before the Bank of Canada announcement. The next one will be at the end of January. My guess, my crystal ball, I don't think there's going to be any change. And frankly, the interest rates have gone down for the last couple years and the prices have gone down. So folks, we'll see you next month for the year in review. Have a safe holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Take care. Brush your hair.